Hi, my name is Ron Roberts, PGA golf professional of 26 years. I want to welcome you to The Educated Golfer. Today I want to educate you on a program I've been working on for years, and that's trying to get golf into the PE curriculum of the school systems K through 12. And I traveled around and talked to the PE teachers, the athletic directors, and the superintendents, and I asked them, what do we need to do to get a program into the school system that works for everybody? And as you watch this video, this is kind of what we came up with. And you can see that at one end of the gymnasium that we had a full swing station set up. At the other end, we had a putting station. And then again, in the middle, we had a chipping station. And in this video, I did this video several years back. And at that time, it was a great program, very well received. But the problem was there was only one Ron Roberts. I couldn't travel all over the state or all over the country implementing this program. So what's changed now is I now have an educational channel on YouTube, The Educated Golfer, that now all the PE teachers, all the volunteers, all the coaches can now go watch my videos, my educational videos, at their convenience as a group or individual. So if this program interests you, I want to give you 3 things that you need to do to be successful to build a program that works for you. And you're going to need to build a team. You're going to need to know the correct materials you're going to need, as well as how to implement the program yourself. So let's talk about building the team. You as a PE teacher, go to your high school golf coach or middle school golf coach if you have one. If not, go to your local golf course. And hey, do they have a PGA professional on staff? Assistant pro. Even if they do, explain to them what you're wanting to do and how you're wanting to implement this program into your curriculum. And if you don't have a professional PGA there, then talk to the golf course manager and talk to him or her and let them again know what your plan is and what your goal is, and ask them if they can't put a sign-up sheet in the pro shop for you, and explaining to all the golfers that this is a program we're wanting to implement, and we need some volunteers to either help develop the program or even and definitely for sure implement the program. And what was really a good thing is that we found that there were so many retirees, men and women, golfers, that were absolutely loved this idea and were very happy to volunteer their time. So again, once you get your team built as a group or individual, go to my website, The Educated Golfer, and watch my videos in order. And the first one is Tip on Grip. The second one would be videos 1 through 7 is where I'm talking about the full swing fundamentals and educating you on how the swing works. And I have a putting video on the fundamentals and a chipping video on the fundamentals. So again, as you watch those videos, this is going to help give you all an overview on how you actually want to teach your kids in your program. And about 2 weeks out before you actually implement your program, send a memo out to the parents and the students. Hey, watch these videos, and have them watch the same videos that you all watched. And that kind of gets everybody on the same page. Second thing you're going to need is you're going to need materials. And understand at the end of my video, I'll give you a list of all the vendors and that contact information as well. Now I want to start out with Wilson golf clubs. I've been using Wilson for all my junior programs for years. They absolutely got a great product, and they're just a great company to work with. And Wilson has clubs for all age kids. They've got junior clubs, little small, medium, and large for your elementary kids. They've got a teen set for your middle school, and they got a profile set for your high school. And again, different size clubs for different size kids. And Wilson's been around for over 100 years. They've definitely got it figured out. So again, that's who I'm recommending for your program. Secondly, is you need Almost golf balls. This is a company, again, I've used them from day one. And they've designed a golf ball. It actually looks like a golf ball. It's got dimples like a golf ball, and it flies like a golf ball. The only difference is it's a lot lighter. And I'm going to tell you right now, without Almost golf balls, this program really doesn't exist. Because the great thing about this ball is that if you're in a class and a child will actually get hit with it, it may sting, but it's really not going to hurt. So again, they've got a great ball. Now what they do is they've got this in yellow and white. Make sure you order your balls in yellow. Because as you can see in that video, on the full swing station, we're using yellow balls. On the chipping station, yellow balls. On the putting stations, we're using white golf balls in real golf balls. So very important. You don't want to see a white golf ball at a chipping station or a full swing station. So again, Almost golf balls, great ball. And the thing about them is they're very durable, a good quality product. Next thing is we're going to need mats. We're going to need hitting mats. So Real Feel Golfmats is who I recommend. And they've got a very high quality mat, because you're going to need a high quality mat for the hitting station, full swing stations, as well as the chipping stations. And understand, this is the one part of your program you got to get high quality mats, because if you get a lower quality mat, which is not as thick, it could possibly damage the gymnasium floor. So again, you want to get those mats. They got a great high quality mat. As well as they've got a little chipping net, pretty cool, that it's a little pop-up. It's got a target in the middle, and it's just a net, and you can place this 10 feet out, 15 feet out, 20 feet out, whatever you want to challenge the kids week after week. It's a great product. And they have the tees that go to the mat. So you want your taller tee for your drivers and your smaller tees for your irons. And one thing, make sure you get this. They've got what's called a shag tube. It's a little plastic tube, and you just put it over top of the ball and it pops into the tube. And they've got, I think they hold 24 or 36 balls. Because when your program starts, you're going to have, the floor is going to be full of balls, and if you have a volunteer that's available, they can be picking them up throughout the class. Then they just bring them back around, dump them back in your baskets. That way you don't run out of balls through the program. Again, a great product. As far as the putting mat, so there's a company called SKLZ, SKLZ. They got a great little putting mat. That's all you need for the program. And you got to make sure that your putting mat, where it goes up, goes in a cup, and the ball comes back to the student. And again, we want to use real golf balls, white on that for sure. And lastly, I have written a book. I spent 2 years writing this book. It's called The Educated Golfer. And this is for any golfer that wants to learn the fundamentals of the game, as far as the putting, the chipping, the full swing fundamentals. I've got uphill lies, downhill lies, bunkers, anything you can imagine, it's in my book. And it's got a great glossary in it, which has all the terminology that you're going to need, because you got a lot of kids, you got a lot of parents that really are just getting introduced to golf and they really don't know the terminology. And the great thing about this book is it's a flip book. It's got 120 full color photos, and it's 66 pages long. Very good thick material. And I designed it to fit in your back pocket. And the great thing about this is that the kids can take this to course with them, either in their back pocket or in their bag. And if they're out there and ball below my feet, how do I hit that? Go to page 35, ball below your feet. That's showing you with a photo and explaining to you how to hit that particular shot. So again, great book. And we have sold over 1,100 of these books. And I tell you what, the parents really like it. And the great thing about this book is we've had some golfers that have been playing 10 or 15 years that have purchased the book, They say, oh my gosh, I did not know that. So again, it's benefited golfers that have been playing for years as well as just beginners. So again, a great book. Hopefully you guys will really enjoy this and put it in your plan. Now, one thing about this materials list, a lot of the schools only have a certain budget. So again, you can build this program whatever fits you. Do you need 4 stations, 6 stations, 8 stations, whatever you need. But understand is that when you go to the golf courses, depending on your budget or even with your budget, maybe they can put on a scramble for you to fundraise to help get these materials, and go to the local businesses. A lot of the schools that we talked to, there were 3 or 4 businesses that pretty well foot the bill for the whole thing. So again, that hopefully helps give you an idea on how to raise the money and the materials you need. Next thing you're going to want to do is implement the program. And understand this, the most important thing is these kids have fun. They've got to have fun. And what a lot of the schools did, they made up some little scorecards. So they made a little contest, which is pretty cool. And what they did on the gymnasium, they put on the backboard of the basketball goal, if the kids hit that, it was 3 points. And a lot of the kids were trying to hit it in the net. So it's kind of fun, and they get 5 points. And then as far as the wall goes, they had different things on the walls, and if they hadn't hit that particular target, they got 1 point. So again, it was a lot of fun. On the layout, as you saw in that video, when the kids walk into class, make sure that you have the gym laid out exactly how you want it. It's very important. So when they come in, have them to be seated in the bleachers, and tell them, talk to them a little bit about what you're going to do and how the program's going to run. And then make sure that you introduce your volunteers. And if volunteers want to brag on themselves, hey, I'm Ron Roberts, I've been playing golf for 10 years, and I'm going to sit here and help you all learn how to play this great game of golf. So again, that's a great way to get the program started. And then you want to do a little demonstration. Now, whether it's you as the PE teacher, do you have a PGA professional on staff, or do you have some volunteers who want to do this? Understand that you're going to have putting, chipping, and full swing, and just give them a little quick overview on what that actually means. So again, understand that a lot of them that didn't watch the videos, they don't even know what a putter is. So explain to them, putter's the shortest club in the bag, and it's got the least loft. And for our stance on putting is that we're going to be about shoulder width apart, weight 50-50. We're going to put both hands on the grip with both thumbs down the shaft. And we maybe want to put the putter slightly ahead of our belt buckle. Other than that, that's the setup. And let them know that there's not a lot of tension in the forearms, and that when they're over the ball, they want to take the ball maybe back 5 or 6 inches back, take the putter back 5 or 6 inches, 5 or 6 inches through. So there's the ball, tick, tock, a nice tempo. Give them some quick overview like that. Now next off is you're going to have your chipping stations, and just let them know, hey, this is a wedge. This club is designed to get the ball higher in the air and land softly. So again, explain to them the setup. On chipping, it's just the opposite of putting. We're going to be 70% of our weight on our front foot, 30 on our back. We want our hands, again, both hands down on the club, thumbs down the shaft. And again, ball slightly ahead of our belt buckle. And again, on this one here, lower body doesn't move a lot. Shoulder back, shoulder through, tick, tock, tempo. And again, not a lot of tension. Now when they take the club back, maybe 2 or 3 feet, a slight rotation of the left forearm on the way back, slight rotation of the right forearm on the way through, head and spine doesn't move. Tick, tock, tempo. Just give them an idea of what's expected. And then on the first class, I might leave the driver and the hybrids in the bag, and maybe let them hit 7, 8, 9 irons off the full swing, because you want them to have some success. And that's up to you. That's up, whatever you all want to do. So again, let's give them a little quick demonstration on the full swing. And again, weight is going to be 50-50. Again, if we're hitting irons, let's put the ball in the middle of our stance, make it easy. And the same thing on the grip, both hands on the club, both thumbs down the shaft. Now we are going to talk to them a little bit about spine tilt here. Our lower body stays quiet, but from our belly button to our sternum, our right forearm is on the club lower than our left. For left-handers, the left is on there, lower than our right. But again, and let them know that the head and spine don't move. The shoulder rotates under the chin on the back swing. Shoulder rotates under the chin on the through swing. And lastly, we'll just tell them a little bit about what releasing the club means. That on their back swing, their left forearm is higher than their right. And again, our goal is to get this shaft on the correct plane, up and back. So then the head and spine doesn't move. Then when they hit the ball, now the right forearm's higher than the left, isn't it? So your left is higher on the back, right's higher on the through. Just a little quick tidbit like that to help them get started. Now at this point, have them count like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And all the ones, don't let them go yet, but all the ones go to the putting station, all the 2s go to the chipping station, and all the 3s go to the full swing station. And then let's talk a little bit about safety, very, very important. So before you disperse them, let them know once they get out there, no child is allowed to pick up a club for any reason until the PE teacher gives the okay. Very, very important, okay? And then once they get out there, make sure, what we did on ours was that we made sure that whomever was hitting the ball was a full swing, that the next student that were waiting were at least 10 feet behind them. Again, on each station, we tried to keep the kids 10 feet away from the child that was actually hitting the ball or swinging the club. Again, we don't want to make sure that there's no accidents. And understand, you know, you've got your volunteers. You know, I would like to have a volunteer for your chipping station, one for your putting station, and one for your full swing station. And they can kind of help with the kids as far as the grip and setup and all that. And then the PE teacher, he or she just kind of walks around and oversees the whole operation. So again, that's a great way to do it, and it's worked on all the classes that we've been in. So lastly, the last 5 minutes, well, let's talk about rotation first. Once all the kids have hit 5 balls, we let them all hit 5 balls, depending on the class. So once they hit 5 balls at each station, they lay the club down, or they can give it to the next student that's waiting in line, and then they go back around to the end of the line. And once all the kids have hit balls in each station, all 5 balls, then you'll rotate the stations. So the putting station goes to the chipping station. The chipping station goes to the full swing station, and then the full swing station comes back around to the putting station. So again, and then once everybody's done, say the last 5 minutes, we'll talk about the cleanup. And again, make sure all the kids lay the clubs back down just the way they were there when they walked into class, and have them all go pick up the balls. And again, that's where those little tubes come in handy, because they can go over there and pick them up, and it won't take very long. So after they get cleaned up everything, they go back, sit on the bleachers. That gymnasium should be set up exactly the way it was when they walked in to start the class. So again, that way they leave it as they found it. And now let's talk about the benefits of the program. This is a great program. It's a great feeder program for the high school golf team and the middle school golf team. And then there's also a possibility, you're going to have kids who love this program, and you're going to have the kids not so much. But again, you're giving these kids an opportunity really to learn a game for life. And that's pretty cool. So the kids that want to continue on, understand there's summer programs in your area. They've got tournaments for first timers. They play 9 holes. And the neat thing about that is, on a lot of the elementary kids, they got little 9-holers, and mom and dad can caddy for them. And that's always a blast when we put those tournaments on. We get to watch the parents and the kids. It's pretty cool. And again, so there's different tournaments all summer long they can play. And again, they can join the golf team if they so choose. And the ones that decide to take it to the next level, you know, there's college scholarships out there. There's a lot of scholarships out there that go unclaimed every year because there's just not enough players. And understand, if you have a child that can consistently shoot in the 70s, the colleges are going to gobble them up. If you have a junior that can still shoot low to mid 80s, there's still spots out there. And even some for the mid to upper 80s, there are still college scholarships out there for your child. So again, that gives the kids a goal on what they want to work for, you know, if they decide they want to go to college. And understand, what a great feeder program for the local golf course. I mean, these kids got to have a place to practice, got to have a place to play. And oh, by the way, if you've got a PGA professional that happens to be working in your group to help you, well, they've got an unlimited supply of lessons. They'll be teaching for the rest of their career. And again, it's great for the community, because what we found a lot of times, if the son or daughter want to play, now all of a sudden mom and dad want to get into it. So again, it's just a great program. And again, we're teaching the kids a game for life. So again, hopefully this helps give you an overview, and thank you so much. I think that pretty well covered it all. You all have a great day, and good luck to you.